Hi guys, it's Cindy with Pups and Crochet. And yes, I'm still in the car. And who's back there? It's my Peanut. He's waiting for us, waiting for Daddy to come out of the doctor's. So, I'm here to do another video for you. And I'll show you my square. And I'll show you this set of vampire teeth with blood on it. See the blood? So, I told you about the last movie, and this has got the two Coreys in it too. They blew up in the 80s, the two Coreys. They did one movie together, and then after that, everything they did was together, pretty much. And so this is called Lost Boys. It's about vampires. The mom... Okay, it's about a mom and her two kids, and she gets divorced, and everything's going on. She has to get a new job. So what does she do? She moves back home to her dad's. Now, I love the guy that plays her dad. He's funny, and I love her. She's amazing. And I don't have my book with me because I can't remember their names. But, anyway. So, they move into, I think it was Santa Clara. Santa Clara, I think so. I forgot my book. Anyway, so they moved to back to the town, and their dad is her dad is, he likes to do taxidermy. So there's like stuff hanging all over the walls and on the tables and everything. And then the Corey that's in there, he's he plays the two brothers. So he plays one of the brothers. And every time he wakes up, there's a new taxidermy thing sitting beside his bed, and it freaks him out. And then he takes it and puts it in the closet, and from top to bottom, it's filled with all these things his grandpa keeps leaving there. So they started looking around, and the older one, he's like 10 years older than the younger one, so he doesn't hang out with him. So he's looking for girls. This kid's looking for comics, and he goes on the boardwalk, goes to the comic store, where he meets the other Corey and one of his friends who are vampire hunters. So they're telling him, gave him their number, and said, if you have a problem, you call us. And he's like, okay, guys, good seeing you, and he leaves. Because he doesn't believe it. Nobody believes it. And so it goes on and on and on. The mom meets somebody who's going to go to dinner. And he has a dog named the Nook. And I love that name. And it's a big husky. And he protects him like crazy. Well, the older brother goes out and starts meeting up. And he gets in the group with Kiefer Sutherland and Jamie Gertz. Who, if you remember Jamie Gertz, in the 80s... was in an awesome show, and it was called Square Pegs, and everything. And then Tracy Nelson was in it, and she's like, for sure, everything. Oh God, really? For sure? No. So if you remember Square Pegs, let me know, because I love it. And also, that's where what is her name? The one married to Matthew Broderick. Jessica. Whatever. She was in Girls That Want to Have Fun. But her start of TV was in the Square Pegs. So Jamie Gertz came out of Square Pegs. And then Jessica came out of Square Pegs. They were great. Okay. And Tracy Nelson. And, it was a good show. It was a good show. So, anyway, now I lost my point. What I was telling you that for? Why was I telling you that? I don't know. It's just a good 80s show. But, anyway, so back to... Oh, Jamie Gertz, that's why. Because Jamie Gertz is in there. But she's in there with Kiefer Sutherland. But the older brother, Michael, falls in love with her. And she's got this little boy, and at that time they were putting the milk cartons with the missing kids on it. And in the store, when they pan around, they see the kids, the little kid picture that's hanging out with Jamie Gertz and Kiefer Sutherland. They see his picture on the back of the milk carton. And yes, that was like our computers at that time. Was put it on a milk carton, or, you know, word of mouth. You know, we didn't have YouTube and all that stuff then, so everything was done with milk cartons. Anyway, so they get into this town, Michael's with them, and he starts getting really weird and wearing sunglasses during the day and all this stuff. Or at night wearing sunglasses if the lights were on. Wearing sunglasses all during the day. Can't handle the light and the sun. So, then, the mom finally goes on a date. Now, she hasn't been on a date in a really, really long time. So, she goes out on a date with this guy that she works for at the store, one of the stores on the boardwalk. And she goes on a date with them, and they go out to dinner, and then all of a sudden they go up to her and, you know, they tell her she has a phone call. And so she walks over to the phone, you know, because it didn't have cell phones then, so you had to use a regular phone. Surprise. So you leave a note with where you're at and the number. So if nobody needs to get a hold of you, they can call there. So she gets on the phone, and the kid's screaming, and she's like, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. And the mom's like, what? Michael's flying out of the window. And she's like, she drops the phone, goes running out of the restaurant, leaves the guy sitting there for dinner to go home. Well, he didn't tell his mom that before that, he was taking a bath, and they were playing some really good music, and he's, you know, bopping around to the music, and he goes under the bubbles, and his dog lays right beside him. And Michael came in, and the dog attacked him. And he heard the dog going off, and he goes, what'd you do to my dog? And he grabs the dog, and they run to his room, and that's when that happens. I forgot that part. I forgot to tell you that part first. So, anyway, mom comes running home, and it turns out that half of them, well, all the ones he's hanging around with Michael, are vampires. Yes. Crazy vampires. And then they go around, and they're taking over everything. That's why they have so many missing people. They got boards all over the place with pictures everywhere. Missing. Anyway, so then they're having dinner, and she invites her boyfriend. Well, the kids had invited the two Coreys, or the other Corey and his friend, over to come have dinner with, so they can see if he's, you know, which one is the vampire. They don't know. They don't know they're all vampires. They don't know anything. And it just goes back and forth. They're making they're ticking off their mom, ticking off their grandpa, and he's just like, whatever. He walks away. He doesn't care. But the mom's getting all mad. And so, then, I'm not going to tell you anymore. But if you like a good scare, I mean, nothing massively gory in it, but a good scare, and you love watching Kiefer Sutherland and the Coreys, and you'll like it. You'll really like it. It's a good movie. It is primo, you know. It's a very good movie, and I recommend it if you like a scary movie, but not too scary. It's good. Yes, it is. But I'm not going to tell you the ending, so you have to know what's going on. Anyway, so I will be we got our new project that we're going to be doing for our Thursday, and I have to get that started because I haven't I haven't got that done yet. And I got to get that started so I can do a video on it, because today's Thursday and we're supposed to have it up. So, I got to get that done. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Hugs and puppy kisses, prayers if you need them. Please remember, adopt, don't shop. And I have been doing things on the community tab. Make sure you check them out. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Bye, guys.